Hey there everyone, and welcome back to The Disconnected. My name is Ryan, and today we are going to be going over a complete guide to the MVD Rewind collection. They are a label that I don't think gets enough attention, so we're going to go over some of the logistics behind them, some information on the best places to buy them, some general information about their releases, and I'm even going to go through my entire collection that happens to be the complete line that has been released up to this point, and even discuss their future releases that have already been announced. So let's dive into MVD Rewind. So MVD Rewind, they are a line that is a part of the MVD Entertainment Group umbrella. They have a few different lines. For example, they have the MVD Classics line. This is the Diamonds of Kilimanjaro from Jess Franco from that line. They also have the MVD Marquee Collection. This is Walking Tall with The Rock. And they also have just the standard releases. This is shows MVD visual on the side. This is the 27 Club. But there are a lot of releases that they've put out over the years that do not really fall in line with some of these, and they wanted to set a separate line that they could release cult movies with. And when they first announced it, they put out a very specific press release for this line that they wanted to focus on so that people could know what to expect from that line. And their press release included the following line. MVD Entertainment Group is proud to announce the launch of the MVD Rewind Collection series, celebrating cult classics and more from the video store, in special edition Blu-ray and DVD collector sets loaded with special features. So what they set there is some expectations for what you can see from that entire line, and for the most part they've stuck to it. I would say not every release has been necessarily checked all of those boxes that they announced there, but for the most part they've done fairly well. This was first announced in September of 2017, and the first release came in December of that year in 2017, and that first release was DOA, A Rite of Passage. This is a documentary on punk and the origin of punk rock. Centers around the Sex Pistols tour through the US, where they infamously broke up at the end of it. So they announced DOA, and it was something that set the tone of the overall line with that first announcement. And on that day one where they had the press release, they also announced Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And obviously that is very different from a punk documentary, but it is something that it is a cult classic. It is something that fell in line with that original announcement. Now, the main thing to know about the physical packaging for the MVD Rewind collection is that for the most part they have stuck with these clear Blu-ray cases, at least in the beginning. I don't know if there's been a shortage. I know that there are shortages for other colored cases across the world. For example, 88 Films has had to cancel their red case collection. They are now doing red slipcovers over just standard cases, and supposedly the red cases are getting more and more difficult to get. The packaging-wise, though, every single first print run comes with one of these retro-styled slipcovers. Generally, these are first print and very limited. They have these cool little design touches that make it look very retro. The sticker here says Special Collector's Edition. It looks like it's got some sticker residue here, but that's just artistic. The side, they do have spine numbers, as you can see at the top there. And the inside packaging, it is the same art that is on the slipcover. All of the information listed on the back. But the other thing that is exclusive to the first print run of these releases is that all of them have a fold-out poster. These are not huge posters, obviously. This is fairly small, but every single release comes with one, which is pretty cool. And most of them are single-sided, but this one happens to have some art on the backside too, featuring the Sex Pistols. Really great releases. This one surprisingly came with a booklet as well, but that's fairly rare on these releases. To give an example of special features that are on some of these things, this has the Blu-ray and DVD presentation of the film. It has the original mono audio. It's got Dead on Arrival, the punk documentary that almost never was, a feature-length documentary about the making of DOA, a rite of passage, which is produced by award-winning filmmaker Richard Schenkman and featuring exclusive new interviews with Punk magazine founder and Ramones cover artist John Holmstrom, renowned music journalist Chris Salowitz, legendary photographer Roberta Bailey, Sex Pistols historian Mick O'Shea, former Rich Kid guitarist and Ultravox lead singer Midge Ure, and original DOA crew members David King, Mary Killen, Rufus Standifer, plus never-before-seen interview footage of Pistols founder Malcolm McLaurin. As I showed, there's a 12-page booklet with liner notes written by John Holmstrom, founding editor of Punk magazine, reversible artwork, photo gallery, two-sided poster included, and the original theatrical trailer. So this one has quite a lot on there, and most of these do have some good special features. Some of them are fairly bare bones because they have either stuck 2 movies onto that release, or there's just not a lot out there that they can do for special features. As far as MVD Rewind goes, they are available most places. For those of you that don't know, MVD themselves are a distribution company. They are there to provide distribution services for companies like Arrow Video. Arrow gets all of their discs, in the US at least, distributed by MVD. So they warehouse them, they ship them, they pack them. All of those things happen with MVD. If you want to go to the actual storefront for the company, mvdshop.com is that storefront. However, they rarely have sales on there, and most of the time they are listed at MSRP, so it's not a great place to buy them. My personal recommendation, I would suggest buying them from diabolicdvd.com or Grindhouse Video, which, for those of you that don't know, Grindhouse Video has announced that they will be closing their doors by the end of this year, and Mike, the store owner, will be moving to Tennessee and opening a new store there with a whole new name, whole new website, all of that. But yes, in the meantime, I would suggest Grindhouse Video, Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD has been getting them in as well. And most of those companies, other than Diabolic, are generally good about saying if they come with a slipcover. If they come with a slipcover, they are coming with that poster, so then you'll know that you're getting the entire package if that's what you were trying to collect. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the entire collection. Alright, so number 1 in the collection is DOA, A Rite of Passage. Number 2 is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. The third spine is Black Eagle with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He will be coming up a few times in this collection. You'll see the eclectic mixture of genres here as I show the next one. This is Savannah Smiles, that's number 4. Number 5 is The Return of Swamp Thing. Number 6 is quite a long title. This is Went to Coney Island on a Mission from God, Be Back by 5. That has John Cryer in it. Number 7 is Abominable, one of the better cover arts in the line, in my opinion. Number 8 is with Van Damme. This is Lionheart. Number 9 is Wind Rider. Number 10 is Bram Stoker's Shadow Builder. That has a younger Michael Rooker. Number 11 in the line is Angel Town. 12 is Bright Lights, Big City with Michael J. Fox. 13 is Nemesis. 14, classic here, Double Dragon. 15 is Showdown. I just like to point out again all of their little design touches. They've got the Be Kind Rewind sticker. They've got the genre sticker on here for martial arts. A lot of these are made to look like they would appearing in a video store. Next one is a big one, and this one does not have a lot of special features, and you'll see why. This is a triple feature Blu-ray of Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. This is fairly bare bones. There are some SD features on here. There is Albert Pune talks about Nemesis 2, Nemesis 3, and Nemesis 4. It looks like about a grand total of an hour and 10 minutes or so. Trailers for the films, stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Another Van Damme movie at number 17. This is Double Impact. Number 18 is Boogie Boy. Number 19, this was a big one. My Samurai. A lot of people had seen this growing up, and it was not available for quite some time. Number 20 is one of my favorites. This one's narrated by Ringo Starr. This is The Point. Number 21 is Mind Games. 22 is Mikey. Number 23 is a double feature of Blood Fight and Iron Heart. 24 is the Rutger Hauer Split Second. Number 25 is Gun Crazy. 26 is Drive. Number 27 is the first departure they had in their cover design. This is one that was made to appear as if it was from a specific video store called Eric's Video Club. And this was what the main person behind MVD Rewind chose this because it was very personal for him. But this is Action USA. This title had previously been released on Vinegar Syndrome, and they are identical in terms of special features, scan, and all of that information, except this Action USA actually does have one exclusive bonus feature that was not on the Vinegar Syndrome disc. Next up is number 28. This is Mortuary. This was previously released by Scorpion Releasing, and it's identical. Everything on the disc is exactly the same. And the next one is the same sort of situation, released previously by Scorpion Releasing. I'm sure it was bought in the same deal and all that. Number 29 is The House on Sorority Row. And the final one that is currently out and available is a documentary on the inside story of Canon Films. Number 30 is The Go-Go Boys. And they've currently announced 3 titles. The first one is Dirty Laundry. That is a comedy from the 80s that's never been on disc before. It stopped at VHS, never even got a DVD release. The second one is Final Justice. That one is starring Jodan Baker. And the third one is Jack Frost 2. So look for those coming in the next few months. I believe all those are due out by December of 2021. And that's it for MVD Rewind. I would suggest, if you were going to be jumping in right now, the one title that I would throw out there that I think is something that would appeal to most people is Mikey. This is what I think has been my favorite discovery in this line. This movie is great. It reminded me of The Good Son, but with some chutzpah, basically. They don't shy away from gore. They don't shy away from sharing the drama that comes away from having a child that is going crazy and hurting people. This is the poster inside Mikey, same as the cover art. It would be a great place for anybody to start with the collection. I think most people would love the movie. It is not a very scary film, so you don't need to worry about not diving into horror or something like that. It is just a really well-made movie, and I believe it's from the early 90s? Yes, 1992. So it is a great movie, lots of fun, and that's it. This is the MVD Rewind collection. I'll put all the links below. There is a lot of places that you can get information. The Disconnected social media is one of the best places, obviously, but if you want to keep in contact with the company themselves, they have an active user on the Blu-ray.com forums that goes by the handle of MVD Rewind Guy, so very specific there. He updates consistently on distribution, on titles that they're trying to get. He asks for opinions. He finds out what people are looking for. He gets ideas from people for movies that they would like and goes out and actually looks for them to be able to distribute them. So he is very active, a very, very good thing to see from a company like that. I'll also put links for the MVD Rewind forum at the Blu-ray.com forums in the description below, and also link to Amazon to where you can purchase some of these titles. If you have any questions on MVD Rewind or you'd like to find out any further information, just let me know in the comments below. If you haven't, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe below. I'd appreciate that. Trying to get to 250 subscribers so I can start a weekly news video show for Blu-ray announcements, some vinyl announcements, stuff like that. Go over news of the week and any further information that comes up. And that's all I got for you. So from one collector to all of you, have a good night.